It's not Taba brew, but it tastes pretty good. The coffee is so sweet in here and mild, the espresso, that just adding, I guess, local milk, creamy milk. It doesn't need any sugar. How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, and it's Sunday Live from here, from Estelí, Nicaragua. And here we are sharing the journey with you guys and trying to do it a little bit out of the box, thinking out of the box. I saw some of the first videos, the first Sundays, and I saw the back wall, the white back wall behind me, and I said, no, I think my people deserve better. They need to be part of what's going on. And again, I'm not a influencer, so I can be with a camera the whole week going around Estelí showing you guys what it's all about. So I just do a little bit.
We have something else planned today, but as you already know, life happens and we're here. But we're here and we owe it to you guys to show you a little bit of Nicaragua. Can you share, because I'm pretty sure they've seen pictures of this place before, but can you tell our friends where we are?
This is hecho en Nicaragua, made in Nicaragua, selección nicaragüense. So it has the U.S. Big brand coffee shop, coffee lounging. The only difference is that you get to smoke handmade cigars made in Nicaragua in here. Indoors they have air conditioning. Outdoors is 70, 77. Because it looks rainy. So nobody's gonna come and say, "Hey, sir, you can smoke right here." And that's the beauty when you take risk and explore other horizons. And you got to take the good with the bad, okay? Because there's many things, especially in traffic, the way people park in the middle of the street. That yes, I miss the systems in place in my great country, United States of America. But there are things like this that I really enjoy. That I can go ahead and light up my cigar while I'm drinking my coffee. And yes, you can do that also at Tabanero. But how many places like Tabanero they're left? How many places like Tabanero they're left? They're not supposed to be in business. They're not supposed to be in business because in here they have an outdoor area. They serve breakfast, lunch. They also serve, I wouldn't say dinner, but tapas, quesadillas, sandwiches at night. So it's a true full house coffee shop with food service. And you know we're not allowed to do that in a coffee shop. And even if we were allowed to do it in our cigar lounge, we really cater to a really small percentage. So I don't think having food, having everything for that a small percentage, it will be a profitable or it will be a good idea. What customers are looking in the cigar lifestyle in our shop is the ambience, how clean the place is always kept, feel secure, and cigars, of course. But how can we sustain that? How can we sustain that in this new era, new world?
But I remember a lot of the places in Tampa allowed smoking outside, like in the patio area, and it has become like very rare. Like now you're not allowed to smoke anywhere. They have made it a point to
get rid of it.
annihilate, yeah.
Before I used to get, you know, upset about the subject, but I had to understood that it was we paying for everyone. We're paying for everyone because wherever they allow smoking,
Cigarettes, yeah.
you couldn't really smoke a cigar. And I'll give you a plain example right now. If you go on a cruise and try to smoke cigars on a cruise, they're gonna send you to the smoking area. But there's so many people smoking cigarettes and it stinks so much, and just looking at them how they smoke cigarettes, to me is disgusting. It's like I see in movies when they run the line, the white line, and they start sniffing, like it's the same way I see people smoking cigarettes. And to me, it's the same way. Or when people are smoking weed and they puff and they try to inhale it through their feet. That's how I see people smoking cigarettes. So I get it. I understand why they ban smoking everywhere, because it looks disgusting. It looks disgusting. Now, what can we do about cigars? What can we do about cigars? How can we keep cigars?
I guess the topic of today is why we jumped the gun on memberships. Why you and Tabanero jumped the gun on memberships. And I want you to dive a little bit deeper in that subject. What made you decide that Tabanero needed to create memberships now instead of waiting for the perfect time?
Well, it seems like it's now. It seems like it's now evolving. But I have shared this before. I checked my notes about memberships, and they are from 2017. So even for me not knowing that COVID it was going to happen, and COVID it was going to change the world, I saw the need of membership for the reason that if you open to general public, you allow everybody to come in and smoke because it's a smoking area. People will come in with cigarettes, and next thing you know, you have a coffee shop full of people smoking cigarettes. So how can I make it more private? How can I make it exclusive to cigar smokers? And then COVID hits in. They scare people to death to stay home. They build that habit for a year and a half, 2 years of staying home. That now it's uncomfortable to get out of the house. It's uncomfortable. So they created that habit, stood there. So the generation that really supports this lifestyle, it has a hard time getting out of the house. More than ever, cigar sales went online. So it was like it was pushing me to get creative and start working on launching memberships. And we're still tuning the memberships. But there's no go back. There's not a possibility of testing and something happened and we go, you know what, that didn't work. Let me go back to the old me. There's no going back. Because the only way we can preserve such a beautiful place, not a bar, to join mind-like people and have great conversations, not around alcohol, is through memberships in a cigar lounge. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes. So I guess this ties it to, you realize our community needed this.
I think so. Because and they not even know they need it. I bet many people think that the only outcome in here is trying to rescue in a old cigar shop, a old style cigar shop. Some people believe that that's what we, and in a sense, yes, but why? Why are we trying to rescue an old style cigar shop? Why? That's the question. What is, I can see myself putting all the energy on the website, which is going well, on wholesale, which is growing, and give up on the place that everything started, on give up the place that people come in and have such a great time with long conversations. I can't give up. In this lifetime, I can't give up on that. I want to make it work and multiply because I see the need. My son, 23 years old, when we close at 7, if he wants to hang out, talk to people, older people in him, people that can mentor him, he needs to go to a cigar bar. And of course, he's obligated to buy one drink, and a cigar. And he doesn't really want to drink on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. So this is why we need to succeed.
So to expand on that, what's the true meaning of membership? Is it just about the perks and discounts, or is it something deeper?
It is something deeper. You're gonna be part of something that is gonna transcend. You're gonna be a setter, not a trendsetter, a setter of a new way of communication, a new way to keep social skills alive, to get better. You have to remember when you were younger how difficult it was to establish a conversation with someone that would intimidate you because he was so prolific when he was talking and he sounded like he knew everything, the subject that he was talking. And after years go by, you realize that it's not that scary. It's not how much someone knows, it's what he has accomplished. So you feel more comfortable to have conversations. But the only way for that to happen is through conversations. And this next generation is not getting that. It's hard to establish a conversation with any of them. They get scared. And my son, and I'm really proud of him, so I prepare him, not knowing that this was going to happen. I prepare him. And wherever he goes, oh my God, I get goosebumps just looking how he talks with anybody. And it was through hanging out in the lounge, exposing him. And
Who's been involved with, some way, somehow, with the
10 years old.
business since he was.
And I'm not saying that everybody's going to be involved in the business,
Right.
but a place to. So for me, it's when I see how it has impact my son. I won, and I know I always say I'm not God, I'm not Jesus. I'm not gonna be able to expose everybody to this lifestyle, but if I can save a few, I'll do it.
How does having a membership help someone feel like a part of the Tabanero family?
We always get compliment on how good is our customer service. How good is our customer service? We want to extend that. For members to be longer hours, for members to be spending more time in the lounge, not to feel that, look, I've been here, I've been taking advantage of this great air conditioning, beautiful, clean bathrooms, nice aromas. I feel like I'm taking advantage because I only bought a drink, a coffee, and a cigar. No, I don't want you to feel guilty anymore. I want you to do your numbers.
To feel like you belong.
Like you belong. Do your numbers. If you come into Tabanero and spending more of your memberships, see if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, if you come to Tabanero every 3 months, don't do it. If you live far
We have
from,
other ways for people to belong, yeah.
if you live far from Tabanero, if you're not in downtown area, if you're not in Ybor, we already appreciate that you come once a month from Orlando or once every 2 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is more for that newer generation around downtown, around Ybor, that would like to learn what is this lifestyle all about. How it opens doors, how you can be exposed to things that you not even thought about it, that will evolve in your life.
It's just we have me being or having a background in real estate. I know a lot of office spaces, you know, after COVID shut down and then they send everybody home, and yeah, a lot of people like it because they get to do things around the house and be with their families, whatever the case may be. But I feel like you know, from experience, being home with the kids and having that opportunity of staying at home for a couple of years, it gets exhausting when you don't have another adult to talk to. Even, you know, my purpose was, of course, to take care of the kids, but someone that, you know, whose kids should go to school but they still have to work. I think the change of scenery is good sometimes. You become more productive and the ideas spark and I don't know if I'm making any sense.
No, and
like we just met someone in Managua that said that she works so much on her computer that she wasn't even a cigar smoker. She just said, I will totally pay a membership if I could just sit down at your lounge and do work.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
away from
Yeah.
my family, from my, you know.
Yeah,
She mentioned it, and it is just, it kind of
you know,
struck me.
we have a small storage. We have a warehouse 5 minutes from there. In a sense that if we need to change the setting during the week to accommodate more people to work in there, and then change it a little bit for the weekend, we can do it. We can do it. But I want that younger generation to take advantage.
I remember one of our best and most memorable client. He actually became a friend of ours, Jake.
Yeah.
That's how he started. He started buying cigars and smoking while he was working, and he used to spend hours at the shop. And of course became a fan of the brand and became a friend, and long story short, he's part of the family and a really good client, of course.
Yeah, he was a really good client. He would make sure that he would pay at least 6 to 8 memberships a month with the amount of cigars and coffee consumption that he used to. Yeah, no
Good.
doubt.
Awesome.
That's one of the 100 clients
that you would love to have. Yeah.
They love what we do.
Awesome. Now, when you think about the future, how do you see memberships shaping the way people experience Tabanero?
When I was a kid, I remember the society, it was different. You hear more, even in Spanish, you hear more mister, you see more often people crossing an old lady the street. People were a lot more respectful. And when I became an adult, I had a conversation with my dad. If everything was changing for the good or the worth with society, and he said, no, I think society, it keeps deteriorating. In a sense, yes. I think we have lost so much principles, family principles, that, you know, in a rapid world that we are living in, a lot of the parents, they don't have time to spend with their kids. a lot of the parents, they don't prioritize the time to spend with their kids. They don't keep a good balance because of the amount of work or not concentrated. Distractions. So I believe that the only way to preserve that a few that believe in respect, family principles, that believe on social skills, that believe on getting together once a week, do men therapy, talk about life, about family, to cultivate that, to preserve that. The only way to do it, it will be through memberships, through spaces with memberships. Oh, fine, they can be open to the public certain hours, but to really keep it to like that sacred community, and we see it every day. I'm not comparing with church. You know, church is under the Word of God, and people belong, and they don't really pay a membership. They pay something else. People get to know each other. People start trusting each other. This is what we're going to accomplish with the memberships.
What excites you the most about building this community through memberships?
What excites me more?
The most, yeah.
When I go into the shop. When I go into the shop and I see my friends, my customers having great conversations, and I come in, hey Yanko, how you doing? And I feel that energy, I feel that vibe that people wants to be there, wants to belong. And they tell me after they finish that hour and a half and they go home, they feel fresh, they feel they had a good therapy. That's what excites me, to have more of that.
Even you, it hits you differently.
Oh my God.
When you feed yourself of a, you know.
And most of the times I'm not even talking. I'm just listening to older people than me and throwing some questions that I have in my mind. And it's amazing. You get home and you go, wow. You know, I talked to so-and-so, I talked to Bill told me this. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Especially this last stretch that we were here for almost 8 months. When you went back to the shop, it's like, you know, your clients, your employees, everybody, the team missed you. Mm-hmm. And it was nice when you spent some time there and
yeah, I need it.
Connected.
I need it. I have so much purpose here in Nicaragua. I'm accomplishing something. I'm working towards something. But there's many times during the week that I would like to be in my shop. There's afternoons that I will go, man, I wish I can teleport. And I want people to build, to have that feeling of their safe place to go and feel good. And even if they don't have a conversation, just to feel good inside of a place that cultivates pretty good energy, that lets you dream, that it's about, if it's up to you if you concentrate, because there's nothing in there to keep your concentration.
We don't have any.
There's nothing.
Like
if
games going on.
If you're not able to get comfortable, light up that cigar, listen to the music, and just look through the windows, look at the paintings, not looking at your phone, that's on you. Because we don't have anything in the shop to distract.
Distractions. Well, I want to invite everyone, if you're curious, messages or check our website. Your seat is at the table waiting.
Yes, go check it out. We're still tuning. We want to make it effortless. We want that when you click on the link, you just
this has
go
been
in.
a work in progress for the longest time. We
been.
just decided to jump the gun because if now is not the time, then when?
No, I don't want to go back to the U.S. and keep talking about this.
Yeah.
I want to execute it and see where we make mistakes, how we can better the process,
Yeah, it's
But-
not gonna be set in stone. We can always
no.
adjust and change.
And again, every time we set something new, we are open. We are open. Listen to you guys. How do you think we should tweak it? Nothing set in stone.
And like I mentioned, I mean, this is going to be a way for people that are drive a distance, that want to belong to the Tabanero family with their presence. And the space is available. It's a beautiful lounge. We have a lot to offer. But if you want to belong in other ways, there is a lot of ways we have implemented for you to be a part of the Tabanero family as well. Well, thank you, Yanko, once again. It started raining. This is the beauty of Nicaragua. It rains for it resembles a lot to Florida, right?
Yeah.
It rains for
It's
about 10 minutes.
a lot cooler, but yeah.
It rains for 10 minutes and then it stops, and it's like, but it's cooler.
Yeah.
once-
If this
once
was
it
Florida,
stops.
I'll be sweating a lot.
Yeah, no.
Guys, thank you very much. Have an amazing Sunday. And then again, this is a time to reflect on life. Thank you very much.